that I think, again, surprise factor's been big. They're going to continue to snowball this into this series, I predict, and probably into the next season.
You're so right. You're so right. You didn't even have to speak to me because you had all of my words. No, you didn't even have to. It was perfect, honestly.
It's okay. You'll do the majority of the casting.
Oh my gosh, of course.
Wow.
Yeah. Starting with a fast boost over on A. But Fluffy MAFIA already have a lot of B control here. Already all the way up lane. Have Cave. It's Sakura here. Trying to poke and prod. 2 players here over in A main. Trying to see what they can grab. Bungie with the first kill. That's a quick split for Fluffy MAFIA, moving the way over to Donut. Die grabbing one, Bungie grabbing another. It's just kills back and forth. Who's going to land the last one? Mad's getting pinched in the middle. It's Boredom with 2. Sakura, last one here with her teammate. Let's see who's going to be able to grab the kills first. Bomb gets planted.
Oh, 2 HP on Sakura. No utility. The smokes cannot block the vision of TSM whatsoever. That's one gone. Yuli. Alex? Lynn, the last one left? Suppressor, the USP could be so helpful here. Does she know about Sakura? The answer had to have been yes, but Boredom's repositioning was so strong. That was a 4K.
That was some beautiful repositioning from Boredom. Excellent, just like game sense there. Thinking that maybe Lynn would have been like a little bit more stressed out than usual. Obviously, that it's a 1v2. And that reposition all the way over did distract her and was able to get the kill from Piggy Kiki there. And now we have the Galil's MAC-10s and an AK for Fluffy MAFIA as we're going for nice split. They're going to have to assume TSM is on a save here with only 2K in the bank for most of them. And it's going to be a full B push. They've already kind of sensed it, spotted it, slowing itself down over towards B doors.
Yeah, this is a good call, too. Taking the gamble towards the snowball on B site. One body does take quite a bit of damage. That's Piggy. Sakura's on the other side, though. Again, Boredom's positioning has just been unparalleled so far this season from most players. It does leave TSM with only 2 left alive, and AK has been picked up by Mads. Land buff needs to come in true here, but Mads falls. There's only 1 left. Okay. Hold on now. Bomb has gone down. Bungie's the last one left. Still a possibility now. It's a 1v1. Oh, but again, caught off guard. Bezdaria's there.
Bezdaria. Not too much we could say about TSM and how they're playing these now. I mean, they haven't had any money, but now they do. They have the M4's MP9 on Mads. But just really good read from Fluffy MAFIA here. Just slowing it down, assuming something. Maybe heard the footsteps a bit. I don't know. Did you hear the footsteps, Keg?
I think I may have heard the footsteps a little bit. I tend to keep the game volume a little bit low. My ears are very sensitive. I know, I'm a weirdo.
Right.
You know what, sometimes I forget that I have the sound. Oh no, it's the opposite. Sometimes the game is muted. And I'm like, wait, I thought I was hearing it. But my brain was just inputting all the sounds. Regardless though, there's a big input inside the donut. It's gonna be the hole here from Mads, but they are blocked off by our smoke. Lynn on the other side, though. Could get the spray and dash, and she does, but it allows Yuli to get a triple. Absolutely what you want if you're TSM. It leaves Piggy Kiki, the last one left. She's good for 1. Nearly makes it 2. But TSM finally get around on the board.
Yeah, it was really good hero play from Yuli there. 3K. If that didn't happen. I feel like we've seen that a lot from Yuli, especially... Not usually with the M4. It's always with the FAMAS in my memory that I'm just thinking back into my dreams of Yuli 3Ks. But just lining up there beautifully in Temple for her. Just Fluffy MAFIA maybe heating up a little bit too much, getting a little bit too excited for a round win there. Just trying to get rid of all the Shimmer players as quickly as they can. Now, sitting on a bit of an interesting buy, a couple rifles, a MAC-10 and a Tech-9, but nothing that we haven't seen them get a little crazy with before. Quick shelf control from Fluffy MAFIA and TSM trying to battle it out. Bad's getting a nice 3K with an MP9. Shut down by Scrap, but that's a lot of players down.
Oh, Apples, this is so aggressive from TSM. I'm loving these early round reads. So far, I think they've been pretty much perfect. Sorry if you also hear me burp sometimes. I had a procedure this week where they like
Did you get another
opened
one?
up my throw. Yeah, I did. And this one's more effective. So my vocal cords are being readjusted in real time like Silly Putty. But one thing that's more malleable than Silly Putty, though, is going to be Fluffy Mafia on B site. They've already rotated around. Yuli is in a good position. She remains undiscovered until now. Scrapped has to hide and plant the bomb. It's a body disadvantage 2-1. It's going to leave Fluffy Mafia in a very precarious spot to win it out, but Boredom does Boredom things. 20 HP, struck from the behind. It's going to be no matter where you go. TSM should have the remains of Fluffy Mafia surrounded. Scrapped is the last one left. She's circumventing everyone so far, has a smoke to her advantage, but as I say that, it drops, and so does she.
Ooh. Yeah, just unfortunate. Sometimes retakes are a little bit difficult when you only have 2 players compared to 4. Boredom, I don't think getting as active as she usually does. Still able to get a kill, but just it wasn't as quick as you usually see Boredom get a kill, which is crazy to say. I mean, she's usually the tapper, head taps, but this...
The tapper, I love that.
The tapper, she's the tapper. She's the head tapper. Yeah, it just felt labored, you know? And it's usually easy for her. But when you're put into some positions like that, mentally you have to be ready to be pressured, you know?
Yeah, I think part of it too is keeping Scrapped alive. You don't want to put your teammate in a potential 4-1.
Womp womp.
2-2. Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, that's kind of been, you know, TSM throughout this season. I mean, they've had some, you know, again, internal conflicts themselves, but even early on the season, we had really high hopes for the team. And, you know, from just a variety of different causes, they haven't been able to live up to the expectations that we've had. But Fluffy Mafia, they've spiritually have taken on that role that we expected TSM to have, and they rush on in through the molly. Fluffy Mafia, they're on a save round. The pistols, they're out short, but they've only taken 1 body away. It does leave Bungie behind the smokes. The bomb still needs to go down. This is in a good spot. Oh, okay, Bungie.
He can get at least 1 there, but no, LX gonna find that nice money maker with an MP9. I mean, just to save. They were just trying to get the bomb down in that situation. Unfortunately, die with a really good anti-eco. Just Molly in main really slowed them down. Was able to get her those early on frags. That's what you need. You need to have your counter strats, which is something that we haven't seen from Shimmer in a while. I feel like it's been. We had a conversation with them, and I think they were like, we're gonna pug it out just because that's kind of how we can. We can't just completely make a whole new strat book at the middle of the season.
Yeah.
But since then, they've had some time. They have some time to work through some things. So maybe that's what they have been doing, and that's why they've been looking very dominant so far. Ooh, Sakura with a nice 2K. Evenly traded out, but now Scrap making it a little bit more in their favor.
One thing I really liked about this new TSM roster is their willingness to take these fights so much earlier than their previous iteration. They would hold back a lot and pretty much wait until post-plants to the only retake. But while that did work for 3 of their rounds, TSM, they're down 3-1. Die with an op is the last one left alive, and this is going to be a tough spot to be in.
Yeah, I think this is just going to be a save angle from her. First, yeah, it has to be, dude.
I mean,
it has to.
Yeah, I want to say there's a reality where there's like the attempt, right? You get like the ultimate Twitter play. You just push in 1 by 1. You take them down.
I mean, if there was a player here ramp poking for her, it'd be an opening.
Like if they were all 1 by 1.
She's a full belt of utility. She doesn't want to lose any of this, honestly. Could maybe get an exit 1 or 2.
Okay.
Grabs Piggy. Oh, she's making it so they can't really save.
Oh, the double
Sakura
timing.
gonna be able to get there? Yeah, okay. They're both able to get there. Both able to escape the bomb at least, but almost hunted down for the rest of her life. That was a little bit tricky, Die.
The win condition here is going to be what the early round looks like for Fluffy Mafia, because TSM is just forcing all of these fights within the first 20 seconds. And again, that worked really well when Fluffy Mafia couldn't get their footing on their economy so early, but now that they're pretty safe into it, well, safe as they can be into it, I'm wondering how these fights are going to go through, and it looks like, once again, big push up from TSM. Fluffy Mafia this time, they're waiting out the smokes. They're not going to push through.
Yeah, every single round, TSM has been fighting to take shelf control, not granting them as much space on B as they'd want, or not even granting them the ability to go push into cave. Now Fluffy Mafia kind of at a standstill, have no map control. TSM has almost everything. Now the smoke's starting to dissipate. Bungie with this peek, not going to be able to get it, but as the other swing out, Yuli from cave grabs one and a second. Now an even 3v3.
And Dai is going to rotate back over to B's site. There has been a big push up from Yuli. Whether they know it or not, she's going to need a little bit of help, and Dai in the back lines could be good, but again, I'm worried about this singular play. It's going to be tough to 1v1 and up, don't get me wrong. Yeah. There we go. That's huge. That alleviates so much control for TSM. They don't have to worry about B as much. Allows Yuli to push up and take down Scraft.
But Zarya now left 1v3. Those where at least two players are. One has to be low. I mean, has to kind of go for this. At least try and see if she can do a little bit of damage. Finds Yuli. Almost finds D, but... Or Dai here. That op has been proven really well. Dai, I don't think we've seen much from her until now with an op for a lot of the matches. And so far, especially on Ancient, it's been very, very good from her. She's on it.
I mean, this has just been an op battleground, just like an impact battleground for pretty much every team. It makes sense to know like the general timing of Fluffy Mafia and how they want to push into this, but if I had to take an educated guess, it seems like Fluffy Mafia are going to be going for attack here. I don't blame them. I think the struggle is still in the early... Oh, maybe not. So it's a tech pause, but Fluffy Mafia are still struggling in these early rounds. They waited out the smokes. They grouped up together for this push. That initial fight didn't quite go in the favor that they had hoped. They can now have an additional challenge for Fluffy Mafia once they survive the early round is, well, okay, how are we going to survive against that op in the back lines after this eco?
I mean, really the best way to kind of go against an op is with flashes. Ooh, a nice straight on from LX. That was almost perfectly done, but Yuli here gonna grab another second and a third with Bungie. Easy peasy round for TSM.
This is gonna be where the real challenge lies. Down by 2 rounds, Fluffy Mafia, a team that hasn't really been in this spot so far this season. And again, a team that we didn't have, not low expectations of, that's not the right way of saying it, but we didn't know where they would fall at the end of the season either. Has performed well beyond expectations for most teams. Again, finding themselves in a spot where their rampant gunplay, their wild style of hugging it out similar to TSM is not working as well in their favor. They've taken these initial 1v1s. Yuli and Piggy have both fallen. It's really down to just alleviating this mid pressure to see if they can get their fourth.
Yeah, they really need to take mid control, and Mads has just been making it her own, but some nice trades back and forth. Sakura activating out of elbow, but they can be able to watch behind them. LX coming out of cave with a nice 2K is going to finish it out for TSM. Now leading with 6 rounds. Just this mid pressure is perfect. They are working together very, very well. Much more than I thought they would. Like, Shimmer is surprising me so far, and I'm liking it from them.
Yeah. These are really good reads coming out from Shimmer, and the fact that we have seen Fluffy Mafia play this map so much this season really goes to show that TSM have put in their work in counter-striding Fluffy Mafia's T side. Like, to put into perspective, Fluffy have not lost this map this season, and they faced pretty much every team except Fly and TSM on it.
Ouch. Fast into cave. Mads and Yuli with a nice crossfire. Just completely shutting it down. I mean, not much you can do with Tech 9s, but Bazdari is actually going to use it to get a nice kill into Bungie, picking up a rifle for herself. Die, though. Already holding Donut. Finds one. Is holding for the second. Isn't able to hit that shot. May get run over here, but Alex, that quick rotate is everything. And Fluffy Mafia is shut down once again.
Jeez. This is not a position we've seen Fluffy Mafia in too often. And again, a lot of it is just this eco balance. Half the rounds we've seen from them have just been running pistols.
Yeah. It's been unfortunate. We haven't really seen them with a full strategized full buy with the util and everything that they need to make their way into mid and control that like area. I mean, now they do. They have the AKs, they have the utility, but I fear if they don't get a win this round, their last round is going to be a very awkward forced buy. And you can even see here, Fluffy Mafia trying to make their way into mid with all these flashes. Their molly's not going to hit because they smoked it out. Does get a nice trade. The flash almost there, but boredom's going to activate. That's a nice clear out. That's actually a lot of really great space that they can work with. Die having to push her way into A main. Oh, gets caught out.
Absolutely, the timing Fluffy Mafia thrives on, and they haven't been able to find too much success with until now. Bomb goes down. Lynn and Yuli are the last ones left, and they're separated completely. Fluffy Mafia don't know that yet. But when they find out that there's no instant trades from one of these two fights, it's going to be over. There's going to be that attempt to push in. No saves this round. Through the smoke. 2 HP. It's boredom. Yuli's good for 1. Sakura, though, gets a trade. A knife to the back of the verge of death. Oh, I saw that, boredom.
Did you see her face?
I
She looked at it. How many knives do we have on the NA main? I think we have, like, that's our 5th knife of the season. That is our 5th knife, and congrats to Boredom for doing it. Yeah, I mean...
She's gotten more than 1, too, right?
I think that may be her 2nd knife, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to say that was 2 or 3.
We'll talk to chat. We'll see. We'll see what chat says.
Chat will know.
But now Fluffy Mafia with that round win is going to be able to rebuy into this one. Full AKs in this utility. Fast onto ace side. Die. Getting completely pushed back. A nice shot with a flash assist from Mads. Just getting pushed into a corner. Bomb gets planted here. Ooh,
oh, wow.
Whoa.
An avalanche for Fluffy Mafia. That is absolutely what you want after a not so great first half. But you might be able to make it competitive, and you do. 7-5. Fluffy Mafia didn't look great for a minute, but they brought it back. We'll have to wait and see how they look on their CT side while we switch it up.
I'm playing, but I'm tired of waiting for
Fluffy Mafia has performed unbelievably well and far above our expectations through the entire season, but TSM have done the same in their final series of ESL Impact, at least for now. We'll have to wait and see how things play out here. TSM, 2 rounds ahead. This pistol could change everything, though. We've seen from our pre-show, Fluffy Mafia are the pistol round masters apples, and they need this one if they want to have a chance to tie things up immediately.
The fluffy goats. Fluffy goats. Oh, Bungie with a nice shot onto Boredom. That is the pistol player that we've seen last half. Got 4 in a row. Bombs already planted for TSM here. It's going to be very hard to enter back into the site. Already a smoke. Flash into CT. Just trying to clear everything. TSM getting a little bit anxious, it looks like, trying to get these shots. Not very much landing, but Yuli coming through with a nice 2K, going to clear out the CT players. But just as that happens, Fluffy Mafia entering their way out from Donut. Nice goosh onto Bungie. Just going to try and stick it. Scrap the last one alive. Are they trying to knife?
Oh, no way.
Oh, Scrap's going to take that. Oh, I mean... Okay. Nice jump from TSM there. I mean, at least Scrap has a bit more money than the rest of the team. That's going to be able to get them an op next round if they do full save here. That is now 2 knives in 1 map. I don't think I've seen that.
We're breaking records.
We are. We're breaking some records here.
Speaking of record breaking, well, maybe not necessarily a record, but in terms of just high stats, right? Boredom, nearly double the amount of kills of everybody else on her team, which we can expect from Boredom, right? But let me turn your attention to this. Yuli is above even that from Boredom. 15 and 7 so far with 1 half and 1 round under her belt for this matchup. She is performing unbelievably.
Yeah, she got a couple like 3Ks, and I like just I think almost every time that she is going onto a site to help clear out, she gets at least 2. Just her spray downs with the M4 are perfect. So I'm excited to see how she is able to do some stuff with an AK. A little bit of a tech pause here. This is actually just a break for everyone that is watching to get some water. It's been a long night. I'm sure
I'm drinking water right now.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys have been watching a lot of Counter-Strike today. Just to give you a little bit of an update from the other matches that are going on right now in North America. FlyQuest Red versus Aware. They are now at their halftime break. FlyQuest leading the charge 10-2. And the Impact versus Lotus first map is 13-5. Match is over. Blue Otter Karma right now versus Nouns FP 3-3. So
okay,
going a little bit slower, but sometimes that's just how it is.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I don't think there's anything too unexpected with those score lines.
Yeah.
And we're back in for the technical difficulties. TSM Shimmer did win pistol round, which is huge. And again, Fluffy Mafia, a lot of the time, that's what they rely on to snowball these early leads in each of their halves. This is twice over now where TSM have gotten the best of them and look pretty dang good in the process. Another death ball. Got my biology mixed up. Snowball, could be.
I think that's fine. I think we can use that term.
The snowball of death. That's what an avalanche is, pretty much.
Ooh. Of course, it's Boredom getting that kill with P250. I mean, this is going to be a lot of farming for TSM here if they don't pick up the kills. Mac 10s, $600 a kill right now with your SMGs, and just kind of standing against each other, smoke in the way. Not much you can do here. Fluffy Mafia did pick up a Mac 10, so that's something that they can use into the next round. They're able to save. But also this Boredom. She could try and grab another one, but nice spray down from Die is going to help LX out with that last kill. And that's 9th on the board for TSM. Just so close to double digits. However, Keg.
I'm ready. What's up?
Lend your ear.
I'm
lend your
all
ear.
Ears. I grew a third ear just to listen
Oh
to
my
this.
gosh. All right.
You want me to grow a 4th?
Yes.
Okay.
Mafia have a full buy, except for the FAMASas. That's something that I am a little bit angry about, but that's all right. That's just kind of how it is sometimes. But they have the full buy, full util. They can run their full strats here, so we'll have to see how they are able to fare against the TSM Fury, I guess is what I'm going to call it.
Okay, I'm going to put my 2 extra ears away now.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. But I do agree. This is slow from TSM. They've recognized now the Fluffy Mafia are going to have that bitter artillery in their arsenal. And TSM, perusing their way into B site, they're attempting to use Mads as a fake, and it may have worked for the rotate, but no, actually it allows Fluffy Mafia to rotate into B site. That's the exact opposite of what TSM wanted. But it doesn't matter though, Piggy already falls. She was caught off guard. Daria. Able to get a little bit of spray damage down, Apples, but look at this. The double smokes are out. They're essentially locked out of sight.
They really are, and already getting spammed through the smoke by Bungie. No utility left to their name, just these M4s and a little bit of armor. I mean, Boredom's sitting on 36 health, no kills like yet in this round, and at least a nice trade. Scrap gonna grab one as Die goes down. I mean, so many players from TSM are so low. If they had a molly, if they had a nade, if they had something, it could help them. We're able to make it a little bit closer in the end. Is going to force TSM still onto an awkward bye. Not really, actually, because they have so much money that they're able to buy for each other. I am so wrong.
Oh, but here's the thing, though, and this is what makes me worried, right? TSM's response for their CT side was to push up every lane really, really far start of round and take those fights immediately. Make Fluffy drain the utility, fight for that space. Fluffy are doing the opposite. I hate to say this, Apples, but they're kind of playing like the old TSM earlier in the season where they would just give up a lot of space and play for retakes.
Yeah, which isn't great. And now lining up. Oh, a nice trade, though. Alexis isn't going to get more than one. Sakura now boosted up, grabbing 2 for herself. That's huge. Now a 2-person plant from TSM. Not as strong as you might want it, as Fluffy Mafia are making their way over, an AK in tow. I also have a flash, only a flash for retake. Nice nade is going to knock Kiki, or no, Scraff down, just down to 11. But Bungie is already on the flank, already in red room, going to be behind them pretty soon. 3 on site. They're not going to expect this.
Oh no, that timing. It's not going to help for Bungie. Wait, maybe. Oh, wait, hold on a second. It was so close. Bungie got 2, but there was 3.
Does she have it? I think she has it.
She must.
Yes, she has it. She has it. Oh my God, it's a full defuse, and that's a great round from Fluffy Mafia, and that was also a save. I think a save, or at least like a small bit of a force there. Only a couple of them with MP9s, buying down to 2K, if I'm pretty sure. Oh, just really good. 5.7. Now we just all know that the 5.7 is a superior weapon. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's the best weapon in the game. Yeah, I mean, there's what, an AK? Yeah, it's okay. It had its time to shine.
5.7 just sounds so much better. And now, TSM, it looks like they're trying to get a little bit more aggressive, but Fluffy Mafia answering it back just with as much aggression. And not as many kills. TSM, ladder amount of players, and Die already making her way onto site up ramp. That's B site taking over. Fluffy Mafia now left with not much.
Locked out yet again. There's a glimmer of hope that last round. At that point, Fluffy, they were down twice as many rounds over TSM. With effectively no way of getting back in, save has to be called. Eco management has been the biggest bane against Fluffy Mafia this match. I really hope this is a symptom that doesn't carry over to map 2.
Ooh. Ouch.
Well, they took the gamble.
Be careful where you're pulling your knife out, ladies.
It's like running with scissors.
Yeah. I don't know if Alex survives there. She does. 13 health to her name by the inch of her teeth. Now, TSM looking pretty good. That was a really good beat take for them. Nice. I mean, they were taking that shelf control before Fluffy Mafia could even think about it, just jumping up those boxes. And that comes down to just having the better movement, skill, movement, ability to just kind of know exactly how to get there the fastest. And timeout coming out from Fluffy Mafia. How are they going to use their buy? How are they going to use their money? They are going to get the op out, and they're putting that on boredom. Okay.
Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't it Daria that's normally the opper for Fluffy?
I think we talked to them, and it was Sakura.
Sakura,
like they don't have like we talked to Scraff. I think it was me and you that actually talked to Scraff, and they don't have like really a dedicated opper. Sometimes it'll be Sakura or it'll be boredom. Like it just depends on how they're feeling that day, how they're feeling for that game.
I don't know if I agree with this choice because boredom is still fragging out. She's doing well, but I know she hasn't had that star-studded impact that we normally have grown accustomed to her seeing. But I don't know if I agree with this choice. It's going to put boredom on a leash and really slow her down in theory, but I like what they're doing with her positioning. Put her in donut, lock down a very critical lane to cross over from mid, effectively shutting down mid side too, allows the rest of Fluffy to push up aggressively and take these fights. This is good. This is the rampage that we expected to see from Fluffy. But Yuli is just on a whole nother level. She's 2 away from dropping 20 alongside Bungie.
Her headshots are absolutely maniacal. Maniacal? Is that a word that I can use for this? I will.
So.
I'm gonna. You know what?
Okay.
I will.
I stand by it. I stand by it.
I think Fluffy Mafia are going for this. Both picking up rifles, dropping the op off of boredom. It's just a dire situation. You need to be fast. You need to be ready to get these headshots. And they don't want to go to OT if they don't have to. So they have to go for this 2v2. Scraff already onto site. Time is ticking down. They both have a kit. They didn't kill the... Oh, there we go.
1v1?
Nice trade. LX down. She just gonna stick this. A little too late, Yuli. Nice clutch round from Scraff there. A 2K and a defuse. When another player was hunting her down. That was good.
Fluffy Mafia, they have these long distances, and right on the brink, they're bringing it back. They did this in the first half, too.
They did. I mean, 2v2s are always a little bit gambly here, but TSM now just trying to do... Here you go. Is a death ball. Death ball, snowball. Okay. Moving their way up on B. You can see that they're waiting at the util, and they're just going to try and throw all their util after it. Flash their way onto site, but I do not know if they know that Fluffy Mafia here have 3 players already a little bit damaged, though. Bezdaria with a nice 2K. Pikiki picking it up as well. Mads left alone just with the deagle and armor. She could be able to pick up something from this. She hears the op, is a little bit afraid of that, I'm sure. Sakura is able to rotate over a nice peek for her. Deathball not doing much. It's a really good reaction from Fluffy Mafia, and having 3 people on B expecting something like that to happen is good.
Deathball, snowball melted.
Yeah. It's
unlucky.
Time. I mean,
yeah, so it should work.
It froze.
Oh, but that's more deadly. Oh, surely here we get to see the icicles really form around. Back to B once more we go. TSM, brute force maneuver, looking to take these fights through mid. Everyone's blind, no one can see a thing. It's even more fights thereafter. Through the smoke, the trades are there. Trades on trades on trades on trades. The bomb is nowhere to be seen, and suddenly the smoke dissipates. Yuli is the only survivor on TSM on site, which is great. Problem, though, is that you can't check that off. The bomb's not in her possession.
Now they know where she is.
Fluffy don't know that, though.
Yeah, they're just expecting for a plant here, waiting for the retake. I already see that Sakura's on her way through T-spawn to try and grab a kill from her. I don't know if she'll be expecting this. A little bit freaky, a little bit scary. Could find her from the behind, and then she does.
There we go.
Mafia, they are stringing together some really good rounds.
It was 5-10, and now it's 9-11, a 2-round difference. TSM, I mean, Coach Apples, at this point, wouldn't you call for a timeout?
Yes, I would. You are correct.
Well, nice.
I would call for a timeout.
But they're
Good
not,
point,
even if
Jay.
it's an eco.
No, I feel like they're not putting as much value into the ecos as they should. Like, I feel like these could be so dangerous and deadly. Like, we've even seen it with FlyQuest. There was one time this past season where they had a USP full eco on Anubis, and they won it against AKs. Do you remember that, Keg?
I do.
That was crazy. That was a little bit crazy, and that's just something that you expect from FlyQuest. They put strategy into their ecos.
That's how I knew we were in the wackadoodle timeline.
That's good.
Oh, but I don't know if we're still in that timeline. I mean, if TSM can do it again, then sure, that confirms everything. Time, space, the physics we call quantum. It's all down to this now. Shots rain true early on, and Piggy Kiki's holding the line on B. The reads have been made from Fluffy MAFIA, knowing full well TSM have to push in. But even then, Mads, maybe heroics, no. It's just an eco, only one body lost.
Yeah, and that bank is just growing for Fluffy MAFIA. Every single round that not many of them are dying, they don't have to rebuy anything but their util and maybe a little bit of armor. 2 AKs still staying in their possession as well. Unfortunately, it just, oh my god, Bezdaria just kind of turned on completely this round.
I blinked.
Well. Yeah.
I blinked and she was, what was it, maybe 6 and 15?
Yeah, she's doubled that so far on CT side. Been very impactful in these rounds and played very, very well on this B site. At TSM, but once again, they're just trying it over and over again. Isn't that the definition of insanity? Is trying something over again the same way, expecting the same results.
Yeah. I suppose so.
I suppose.
I like the fakes that they were running with Mads early on this half with this same exact setup, but now they're having Mads on more of a lurking role for this late rounds.
Do you see how close she is to Scrap? Does she hear her?
I do. Ooh, okay. There it is. That's huge. That's a great opener. And that could allow a rotate over to A site and the rest of TSM to follow through. But no, that's too simple for TSM. They're going to fake the rotate back over. They're cutting noise completely. Alex is there just in case. They'll wait it out. And then once the numbers are dwindled, they can choose where they want to push. And it will be A.
Guy getting caught in that rotate. I really like how Fluffy MAFIA is set up here, though. They have one on B, and then one's going to be behind them in Donut. Boredom trying to do something with this op. A nice flash, or a nice smoke out that she can maybe move her way through. I think she's starting to get cut through. Sakura with a nice spam through. Mads waiting in Donut, able to find her, though. 2v2. Bungie with 10 health left. Boredom's just trying to throw any shot that she can on over. Oh, that was a nice flash assist, and a nice kill from Mads. And now it's all down to Boredom here to keep them from going to match point. Just constant flashes. This is bullying at this point. That's all right. Mads is going to grab that. And an Alp.
Hey, we're both East Coasters. We can say app.
And thank you.
That's our natural language.
It is.
First, we packed the cars. Then we picked up the app.
Then we picked up the app. Then we got the app. Yep, AKs this round. It's going to be good. Don't worry about it. We got the bomb plant. We can bring it to OT, all right?
How come every caster doesn't speak a New Englander?
You're so right for that.
Right?
Sakura with a late smoke and is going to get burned out by Mads. That is actually a huge mistake, unfortunately. I don't know if Piki Kiki's going to be able to get the kills that she needs to control this cave. It's all. It feels like it's
always held this spot. This is scrappy. This is brutal for both sides. Fluffy MAFIA. This is uncharacteristic. This would be their first time they lose Ancient this entire season if they don't convert this round. And Piggy Kiki's the only one left. 14 HP, down to an up. 13 to 10 TSM. Look, they haven't had the best season, but I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Yeah, this is a great map for them. I was a little bit nervous in the beginning when they were starting over on their CT side. I feel like Fluffy Mafia had a lot to show, but moving to CT, it felt like they warmed up. They were ready to go to this map.
This map is like, okay, where have they come and gone over the last 2 months? Yeah, I guess it's almost 2 months on the dot.
Aww.
2 months minus, okay, 10 days. I was gonna say 1 week.
Into Mirage. I'm excited. The other matches are going about the same amount of speed that we've been going, so maybe we'll have updated standings at the end of this as well, which will be very awesome for North America. Everyone will know where they stand. Quick B pop, it looks like, for TSM. Boredom at the top of Van, gonna get shut down by Alex. A nice flashbang out from Yuli. Bezdaria left on site. Not much she can do there after this aim battle. Now, they are shut out. All in market, and smoke comes up. Bomb is down.
Bomb is down. 1 player down. 4 left alive for Fluffy Mafia. Having to make their way in. A mini funnel to worry about. 2 jump over, 2 fall, 3 fall in the process. A great start already for TSM.
Yeah, a hard start for Fluffy Mafia, especially when you're starting on CT side. Gonna have to save this next round to be able to actually buy weapons and utility that you need. Now, Shimmer here gonna have the weaponry, and Dai's gonna be using an MP7, which I do think is interesting. You don't see much of that. It's usually the MP9 or the MAC-10. It's a little bit more of an expensive gun, $1,500, so why would you not buy the MAC-10? But she may just like the spray control a little bit better.
I mean, there's always the opportunity to kind of run and gun in a close quarters site like this too, right? TSM, they have their close quarters weapons themselves. They know what they're getting into, but already LX Lynn's looking great in the beginning, finding 2 bodies immediately. And again, it's not like the weaponry is that great for Fluffy Mafia. There is that 1 Galil to pick up, but otherwise it is just everybody doing their own thing, and Boredom, well, attempts to save.
Yeah, an attempt was made for Boredom to grab that Galil. And I do want to comment. I do know I was watching South America broadcast, and there is a debate going on about the Galil being the best gun in the game. And I agree with Freddie. The Galil is the best gun in the game and has the most ammo. It has the fastest fire rate, and it has more bullets than the M4. As a faster fire rate than the M4. Oh, best game in the gun, Sam 2024 is apparently what Sam said in response.
No way.
The fast speed take again from TSM, but still being pushed back a lot from Fluffy Mafia now, finally with full weaponry and guns, and that was quicker than it could have even started. That's over.
Wow. I blinked and it was over. Actually, I blinked and Bezdaria just had a meltdown on site. Absolutely what's necessary from Fluffy Mafia. Do want to highlight again that even though in our pre-show we highlighted how much of a high percentage we see Fluffy Mafia get on their pistol round wins, they have not won a single one so far this series.
Uh-oh. Their percentage is going to go down, Keg.
I wonder by how much.
That's actually a good question.
Because we're so late in the season, it can't be a ton, right? I mean, it was, what, 64%? Maybe like 40? I don't know how math works.
Maybe we'll get our Mr. Statsman, the best stats master in the world, Newt, to figure that out for us, so we don't have to do math.
Oh, he's got a bow tie. Naturally, he's good at stats.
Real. That's just kind of how it is. Nice opening from Bungie onto Bezdaria. That's going to clear out their cat. But I don't think that TSM want to go over towards B. It's nice. Palace Lurk's going to kill another player here that was waiting on A. Just going to slowly make it a little bit harder for Fluffy Mafia to hold this down. Mads with a quick reaction time with a nice headshot into Piggy Kiki. does go down a little bit. Ooh, nice peek from Sakura as well. Fluffy Mafia not going down without a fight. They want to keep this round winning going. They're already here. They're going to try and go for this retake.
A real gatekeeping right now against Fluffy Mafia. Ooh. One singular position to work off of, and yet somehow Fluffy are able to achieve 2 different kills. 2 left alive, a 2v2. Sakura hides, makes that forward aggressive push. So goes for the defuse. And it's just a spray through everywhere. The knives are out. Could we see another knife? No! A defuse and a complete shutdown against TSM.
Oh my
Sakura?
Gosh. Take a timeout. You need to take a breath. Oh my gosh. What a round that player had. Sakura with a nice, I think that was a 4K from her. 2 taps and then able to ninja defuse, grab the last 2 kills on a crazy spray. See, okay, here was the first one. That tap on the apex and then that one by the box. That was crazy. She's using her AK like a sniper right now.
Can a Galil do that?
No.
Oh. The debate continues on. Will there ever be an answer? Nobody knows. Oh, but Scrapped. That's good for 1, yes. There's a lot of trades. It is a war zone in A. Holy, you step into the ring, the gladiators eat you alive. Mads is the last one left. And TSM had such a strong start, but anywhere you look, it's gonna be Fluffy Mafia. They're coming. They want their money.
See, this is when you do have a pause again, because I feel like TSM... maybe not now. Maybe they can have their save round and have their fun with it. But once they go to their next fight round, I feel like they need a pause because they are getting out-aimed right now. They are swinging into fights and they're just not winning their battles and giving AKs on over to Fluffy Mafia. Granted, they only have 1 and it's on Sakura, which I think is deserved with those 1 taps that she had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
I'm just trying to think what the strategy... Yeah, it's definitely coordinated for a pistol round. I'm really curious to know what the next rifle round's going to look like, too, on top of this. I mean, maybe the return back to B could be the move, but going through apartments might be a little too risky. That makes me afraid. Are they going to take mid on the next rifle round? Are they giving away their strats early? Surely not. Right?
You always go mid. You always go mid. I feel like giving away the shots isn't typically happening here. Boredom gonna get caught out. Sakura there, though, for the return. Having a killer game so far, and now a 3K in that round. Already at 11 kills, by the way.
Good
By
Lord.
the way.
Okay, this is the real test now. Dai has the app in hand. Let's see what the positioning's gonna look like. TSM, they did find their early success running down B through apartments onto site. And it looks like the return to form is there. This time a split push though, not quite the default. Distraction factor could very well be Palace side and through stairs. Up through mid though, a surprise for sure. Scrap takes Mads down so early. Probably not expecting that to happen if you're TSM.
Absolutely not.
What a counterplay.
I mean, that is something that you should expect. They can always push mid at any moment, even if you don't have eyes on Valley. And now, Boredom with a really nice 1K. I say 1K because I think it will turn into a 2K at some point. Just how she's been playing has been really good. But that's just going to be a battle for another day on the B site. Bomb is getting picked up in T-spawn. Yuli trying to make her way over ramp. It's just her and Dai, an AK and an op left in their hands. A little bit of utility to their advantage. Are they going to clear everything that they need to, though? Nope. Sakura's going to catch her out underneath Belk. That's just unfortunate. Now Dai left alone on an island with an op. That's not something that you want.
Oh.
They know that she has one. Sakura wants it for her team. Picking it up. Hiki has that for the next round.
Just look at Sakura's cam every time she gets a kill. It's just like laughter. So much laughter. Knowing full well the control of this server is unbelievable. An actual demon so far. I believe the KD's 13-2.
Wow.
So far in this matchup. That is exceptional. I mean, we thought Yuli and Boredom played so well on Ancient. This is a different level. And Sakura has no signs of slowing it down. Full control of mid. Not even the opposition of TSM exists in mid this round. Instead, taking full control of both A and B lanes to find some sort of alleviation, even if it's an eco.
Cat is yelling at me.
The cat's trying to help TSM figure out their eco issues.
Yeah. Oh, I need Boredom to get crazy with the op. But she's so good with the AK, I don't feel like she needs to.
I mean, if you have Sakura performing like this, though.
That's real. That is a good point.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh. I mean, maybe we can give it to Boredom for a round.
Oh, okay, the pistols are doing something. This is not something that we've seen from TSM so far. They've been kind of struggling with their pistols and their strats, but slowing it down, isolating the 1v1s is working so far in this round. Fluffy Mafia, though, rotating onto A as they heard a couple of them kind of jumping out of ramp, but the bomb is already halfway through T-spawn, up through TV. Mads is going to get this plant down quick.
And this started off with TSM having nothing but pistols. They played the early round so slow, waiting for that prime opportunity to open things up, and that was off of a miraculous deagle shot. They have a body advantage, sure. Mads has nothing still but a deagle. There is an op available from Bungie. The weaponry's still not in the best spot for TSM. Sakura's 14-2 and has been playing unbelievably this matchup. If there's any round to have a great clutch, it's this. But shots have already begun. Sakura gets traded out. Sure, it's up to Piggy. Piggy gets a snipe! But the op's the only survivor.
Yeah, that is really hard fought. I guess retake from Fluffy Mafia. Sakura only good for one. They were all looking towards Cat there. And just having, like, I guess the firing spot. Listen. Oh! Just so good. Oh! Nice Tech 9, but sometimes you just gotta look at these shots.
Oof.
You see those shots, Keg? Were you watching with me?
The deagle is deagling.
The deagle is deagling. Deagle-eagle-eagle.
Deagling.
Oh, okay.
My.
Fluffy Mafia answering back with the same amount of aggression that I feel like they need to. Now down 2 players. TSM gonna have to poke and prod somewhere else. Bomb has not even moved. It is just now 1 minute 20 seconds left on the clock.
This was the plan for TSM last round too. We saw the bomb in the same exact spot until the very end. Caravan to bring it over to B side's a great start, but this time though, Fluffy Mafia body advantage. Despite having no weapon advantage. It's the trades yet again, but I'm afraid TSM may have lost too many bodies in this entire ordeal to play for trades. Oh, behind the post though, it's gonna be Boredom once more. Another trade, sure, just leaves Yuli left, but no. Fluffy Mafia are still double the rounds of TSM.
It's going to be hard for TSM. I mean, they are starting on T side. A little bit difficult to do. It is a CT-sided map. Just trying to find space here. Getting knocked down. They have had some pretty good rounds. If they at least make it to 5, I think it'll be okay for them moving to CT because their CT is pretty strong.
You know what's interesting?
Oh, yes. What is it?
This is a similar spot that Fluffy Mafia were in on Ancient. And, you know, we didn't say it, but them getting the 5 was definitely a prime marker for them to get into the second half and find success, right?
Yeah.
They were 5-10 at one point in the second half too. Could we see a reversal here on Mirage?
I mean, we could.
Do you think we will?
Oh. Yes.
Oh.
Maybe.
That's all the answers. That's the entire
Who
spectrum
knows?
of answers.
I don't have a script in front of me, unfortunately.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Well, it's okay. I'll read off of mine. This is actually going very well for Fluffy Mafia.
Oh.
They have 2 left
Molly.
alive. Lynn, 10 HP. This is a tough spot to be in. Hemorrhaging through the smokes. 1 up above. Alex and Mads, a dynamic duo.
Oh, look at that. Fist bumps on land. They are going to land, by the way. If,
Land buff.
Land buff. If you didn't know that, they are both in Philadelphia for a LAN event right now. They're playing on a couple of co-ed teams, but of course, you got to impact game tonight. You gotta make time for that.
What better opportunity, too? And that was a big question we had coming into this. Would 2 players being on LAN and 3 online really affect the dynamic of the team? The answer seems to be yes, in a very positive way.
I agree. Being able to like look at someone face to face and be like, hey, you need to be doing this, blah, 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 is a little bit differently than talking to them on Discord.
That's true. It's a lot more personal.
Oh, jinx!
No. Oh.
We said
LX.
personal.
Very tough spot right now. LX still finds some shots, does not overcommit, decides to run away. Very smart choice.
She's basically doing her job here, though. Trying to pull rotates for TSM off of a site, but they have double pushed ramp here, Fluffy Mafia. This is a dangerous spot. Matt's gonna get the 2, though. Julie does go down, or Yuli goes down. Still, that is A site almost completely empty for them. Bungie has to go cut off some rotates in CT. She has always been the lurk player. Let's see if she can work it. Ew. I hated that. Sorry.
Okay, Apples.
I hated that.
So there's 4 left alive. Oh, hold on. Maybe not. There's less than 4 left alive. There's 2. With Boredom, the last one left again. Things are still desired from Boredom. We're looking to find that activation. Not quite here. 1 round left this half. This could go 6-6.
This could. This very well could. Now Fluffy Mafia timing out. Their economy, as you can see, not great. I mean, Bezdari is able to force up to get some armor and an MP9, but really good hold from Mads, being cautious of that ramp, probably hearing their footsteps a little bit early as they pushed up there, trying to get the rotate pulled from LX over in apartments, but sometimes you just gotta shoot them. Sometimes you can't make them rotate. Am I right? Nah.
Wait.
Wait.
Okay, never mind. I was like, that's 2 kills for LX, and I had to look at the actual stats and be like, oh, no, it's 10. Okay.
What'd you see too?
Did I hallucinate? Maybe I did.
I think you hallucinated, I'm gonna be honest.
No. The throw procedure, it's going
The
to my
throw
brain.
procedure.
It's going to my brain like a parasite.
No.
But you know what the worms are telling me right now? They're
What are the
fully
worms
controlling my nervous system. They're saying
no.
that Sakura is 16-5. Through that smoke, could very well turn into a 17th kill here. It's looking good. LX caught off guard. It's a beginning here again for Fluffy Mafia to make sure this doesn't go tied into the second half.
Oh yeah, I like
Continues.
this is continuing. Dai just trying to activate her way on this ace site. But Scrapped is here. So is her teammates. Sakura gonna grab another one for herself. Bungie is down, and now AK's trying to be the saviors. Yuli with a nice spray grabs 2, but it's not enough. That's the half. 7-5, Fluffy Mafia, and we will be right back after a quick break.
That's right. It wasn't a mirage. Haha, we're finally back into things. 5-7, the same exact scoreline we were on in map number 1 when TSM took away a large lead over Fluffy Mafia. But they almost brought it back that last map. Wait and see if TSM can tie things up on this pistol round that they've been flawless on so far this whole series.
It's going to be hard for TSM, but I like their setup that they have. 3A to B, sleeping mid up to Fluffy Mafia, waiting for the sound cues. Mad seeing someone in Palace. Julie's coming and rocking, but it's not going to be enough. Soccer and Bazaria making quick work on this A site. Now just the B players from TSM left to kill the rest of them. 5v2. I mean, you kind of have to go for this with how much of a round differential there is, but Peaky Kiki with a nice kill. Yuli grabbing one before it's over. Fluffy Mafia with a really, really convincing round plant and a round win. Easy peasy fast, and I just don't think that was the right pistol set up for TSM.
No, it wasn't. Fluffy Mafia having gone A, I think was a really good change of pace. TSM are normally on their CT side very good about these early round reads, and they were all throughout Ancient. Here though, not the best start in the world. It's up to them to hold down a death ball on A side, but again, this might still be the wrong read. Fluffy Mafia are focusing more towards mid and almost just allowing TSM to make that next move. No one's taking that mid space.
No, I really like this. I really like this, and I want to see it play out. Because Mads has this flash. 4 players in Con come flying out. 1 kill, so much damage done, but nothing connected. Mads left alone, unfortunate. I mean, that's good in theory. It doesn't seem like it works in practice. TSM, I appreciate and I applaud your creativity there. Now going to be able to full buy back up here. They want to keep Fluffy Mafia away from double digits. That was definitely interesting. Maybe if they didn't have USPs, maybe it was like P250s or like 5.7s, it would probably play a little bit different, a little bit easier to shoot and get some headshots, honestly. But if your opponents are using head armor, makes it a little bit difficult.
Yeah, but now they have full weaponry. So, and any strats they want to bring out should be easier, right?
Should be.
Scraft is taking up catwalk space and leading the charge. Bungie's gonna be the one to make first contact. That's not a good start for TSM, but is it a trap? It kind of is. All throughout catwalk. All for the death of at least one more. Everyone else in Fluffy Mafia are losing down round after, well, player after player, I should say. And it leaves it down to 3. Boredom 24 HP. Yuli and Mads, dynamic duo here, have done well. 1 player on land, the other I believe at home. It's going to be down to this player deficit to try to even things up and take the lead back. TSM do not want to have double digits over Fluffy Mafia, or have it over them. Sakura is there for at least one more. A 2v1. Yuli performed so well. Map number 1, but didn't check their corners. Fluffy Mafia now double the rounds of TSM.
Unfortunate for TSM Shimmer. It just feels like they haven't been able to really respond to anything. Maybe that little bit of a pause moment that we had, bit of technical issues may have calmed a little bit of their inertia, a bit of their velocity. And it's interesting. It's good. It's good for Fluffy Mafia, obviously, because now they could go to a 3rd map if they just keep this going. But TSM, with their pistols, we do know that they are a little bit crazy with them.
They have done quite a bit more before with them. I feel like the circumstances here with Fluffy Mafia, so closed and condensed, trailing from catwalk in the B site, might be a lot more difficult for it to find impact. This is already a great start for Fluffy once again. They want to speed run their way, sequence break into map number 3. And the way things are going right now, TSM having the same economic issues of Fluffy Mafia that they did it back in map number 1. I think by winning this round, Apples were all but guaranteed map 3.
I don't want to say it too closely. I don't want to speak ill, because maybe we don't know. We honestly
You don't
want
want to curse it?
I don't want to curse it. Not curse
It's
it,
almost
but, like,
Halloween.
okay. A little spooky here. Mad's gonna get caught out from behind, I think. Yeah, just hiding a little bit too easy for Bazdari to find on those stairs. Not gonna be able to save that. Yuli, I mean, if she had the kit, she could have gone for a ninja defuse, but Fluffy Mafia surviving with all of their players in that round. No kills from TSM, especially on an eco. That's unfortunate.
Would be a good time to go for a timeout here. Losing on this next round, and depending what the economy looks like, again, this could be your last chance to have that lead and make this not a 2-0, or have the chance of bringing this to a 2-0, I should say, and not map 3. Big investment too from TSM.
I mean, they have to. They have to get this. They have to buy all the way in. They have to play this next round to perfection if they want to have a chance in this series, or at least in this one map. Nice peek over for Bungie. Is going to get one. A lot of damage on the Sakura, but that is a huge player to still keep in the map in this game right now. Mad's pushing up in connector. Is going to try and be a little bit sneaky with it, but Scraf going to find it way too quicker. Much quicker. Way too quicker? Anyways, we're 3v3.
I think they both work.
Yeah.
Want to quickly highlight while we have some downtime here. The kill counters for Fluffy Mafia. 9, 6, 8, 23, 22. Sakura and Boredom are carrying Fluffy Mafia on their backs to bring this to map 3. But if Sakura falls, this could be a really bad things of ways to start things off for TSM. Scrap falls. Sakura's at 6 HP. Piggy Kiki has been that clutch factor for a lot of rounds.
Going back A ramp. LX finds the first one. Piggy Kiki left alone. No utility to her name. However, TSM, they have 2 smokes and a couple flashes. They can smoke her off and grab this, but LX quick with that headshot. Nice peek out. Now TSM finally gonna get another round. It's been such a Fluffy Mafia just kind of aggression and just dominance against them that this feels like finally they're here. They finally have this round. But is this enough for them to keep going, to keep the rounds coming? Go all 24 to win the series.
Round should open up a whole lot more for TSM if Sakura and Boredom fall, right? Maybe that's the key to success for TSM.
Yeah, but how do you find those players, really?
That's the tough one. So far, though, catwalk, the split push, the way to go. Has worked for Fluffy Mafia. Really only object of contest we've seen has been Bungie. This time, though, Bungie winning that initial fight.
Okay.
This is good for TSM. Sakura's gone. Boredom removed. Piggy, same spot as we were not even 2 minutes ago.
Oh, what the headshots. That's the opper gone.
I didn't even realize that was a kill.
But now that's Piggy gone. Picked back up for TSM. Now the money's going to look a little rough for Fluffy Mafia. Just a little bit. Are going to be able to get rifles, and some of them maybe going to be able to spread the wealth around. But now they're looking a little bit bad on their economy. TSM looking really good with their full buy rounds, and I feel like they're starting to peek off of each other, play their cat too well. A good standard, and that jump up into ladder room from Bungie was really, really good.
Watching in anticipation to see how Fluffy want to start their early rounds. They're looking for that split push once again. Key difference this time, Piggy all the way back over on A. This could be good to allow maybe an opening up off of a pick, or at least figure out where TSM are keeping the majority of their forces. And actually, that's towards A side. Piggy would have one heck of a show in there, I suppose. Bungie!
Ooh.
That's one gone. That's a huge opener for Fluffy. Mads has no idea. Trailing behind. That's going to be Mads gone now. Scrapped has completely opened up this map.
Oh,
Yuli with
but
the return.
Yuli and Dai right now making quick work of this A site. Not going to be letting anyone from Fluffy Mafia onto this without looking at them. But Sakura from behind, able to find a nice headshot. And now it's just 1 versus 2. Going to get mollied off. She has utility of her own. Is she going to expect Dai swinging this far? This is very aggressive from Dai. I really like the movement from her op that we've seen so far.
30 seconds.
She does have the bomb, but she does not have enough time to run to B. She has nothing. She's just trying to see what she can get done. Maybe finally bring her team over to map point. Win against TSM.
Does have a nade.
Does have a nade. Does have something. Must know that someone else is here, but it's LX in jungle. That's going to be it. That's going to be a nice run from TSM. And now Fluffy Mafia forced to save, I think, at this point. I mean, they could force up, try and buy as much as they can, just get the weaponry. But right now, TSM is not making it easy for them to win this map and bring it to third.
By no means. And remember, I highlighted those 2 players on Fluffy Mafia who have performed unbelievably so far. A collective near 50 kills between the 2 of them. And yet, since I mentioned Sakura and Boredom, collectively, they've only gotten 3 kills. That was 3-4 rounds ago.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Boredom with 22 kills. By the way, guys, I just wanted to sneak this in. Taylor Swift has a new Reputation bodysuit, guys. And it's just like the same thing like TSM Shimmer is trying to get their new Reputation back on track with their new players and win this series. See, well, I related it. I related.
I suppose, but I don't know. If I wanted to relate to Taylor Swift, I don't know if I would want to a Fluffy Mafia, because I wouldn't want to have a bad reputation. My favorite album.
Same.
Right? But ooh, look what Fluffy Mafia is going to make them do. Yuli's going to try to get this opening pick. It's a good start, but no, I lied. I spoke far too soon. It wasn't Yuli. It was just an onslaught of everybody on A. And Bungie's gonna climb to the top. What can she find? That's 1. Pop goes the Weasel. She backs back down. 2 nades to follow through. Forces Dari to reposition. And Bungie just keeps it on flowing. Alex on the other side, mating the hands of the devil themselves. It's keeping going. And now Fluffy Mafia only needs 1 more round before we go to map 3.
They're making it difficult. Just as much as I thought TSM was making it difficult for them. It's just going back and forth, back and forth. This Mirage map has been nothing short, but exactly the kind of Counter-Strike that we want to see at ESL Impact. Because the skill gap has gotten so small. TSM, they want to keep it in here. They don't want to go to a third map if they don't have to. They don't want to have to play Anubis against this Fluffy Mafia team, who've been so good on Anubis so far.
Complete util dump from TSM outside of apartments. Going to be valuable information, at least early on, that there's no presence towards B side. Fluffy Mafia haven't made themselves too apparent just yet outside of mid. Setup outside A here is good. TSM. A lot of their eggs in the mid basket, and they can rotate easily.
Oh, Mad's spot ahead. She spotted ahead.
Oh, look at this reposition. TSM is almost always guaranteed at least 1 kill here off of the entry. Matt swings though, she still gets hers. That's good, but I didn't expect her to swing like that. And now suddenly that's putting Yuli in a very interesting spot. Never mind, that's Dai gone. More of the Yuli, but it doesn't matter. Fluffy Mafia wants to bring us to map 3. And nothing will stop them now. They have 1 more shot, and it won't be enough. We go to map 3.
We're going to map 3, and we do. I mean, this was just an insane ability showing from 2 players. Sakura and Boredom were absolutely crazy on this map. Fluffy Mafia with a well-deserved win against. It's going to be a hard falling from them. I mean, we talked about it a little bit before the show, but this is the first time that Mads is not going to be able to go to LAN in, I think, like 5 Impact seasons. She's made it to LAN every single time, and this is the last time. She needs to prove to herself that she can win this, that she can get this team going to a point that she feels proud of how TSM Shimmer looks right now.
Yeah, TSM Shimmer, though, they did have some issues early on into the season. It did lead to a team rework halfway in. Just unfortunate that it had to happen here, and the streak of lands has unfortunately ended for Mads. But, again, you know, glass half full, end the season on a bright note, win it out with a series win. Kiki and Boredom are going to be the ones
Wow.
decimating the drop down from TSM in this first round. And correct me if I'm wrong, this is Fluffy Mafia's first pistol round the entire series.
Yes, you are not wrong. I'm not going to correct you. Good job.
Hooray!
Good job, Keg, for remembering that. That was actually because I wouldn't have brought that up. That was really good. No, that is the first pistol run that they won, and that's also Kiki showing up very early this time. I feel like she's been very quiet. We saw a lot from her on Ancient, especially grabbing some really great B lane control, but now starting herself off and also gonna have the only rifle on Fluffy Mafias in the second round. So see how she can use it this time.
Oh, we are getting a correction that Fluffy Mafia, won their first pistol on Ancient. So this will be their second going into this. That's all right. It happens to the best of us. We have our statsologists to help us. Help us, Boredom! What about those stats?
Okay, they won the first pistol. They won the first pistol on Ancient, and they won the second pistol on Mirage, second half. Okay, I'm about to sneeze, but I have a point on this. Oh, I didn't mute in time. Sorry, chat. They basically got the same amount of percentage of pistol rounds that was in their percentage that Newt beautifully made at the beginning of the show. If you saw it, it was 64.3%.
This is why Newt wears the bow tie.
Newt, literally, the prediction and the percentage, they won about 50% of all the pistols, or at least all the pistols that are there right now.
We gotta get you a bow tie now.
Yeah. Let me do some math real quick.
Okay, I believe in you. Well, while you do your math, here's the big storyline. There's 3 left alive for Fluffy Mafia, and there's also 3 for TSM. Through the water walk, though, on the boardwalk, it's gonna be Yuli to get a double kill. Daria's the last one left alive. And what can she possibly do? Well, has to maintain mid. There aren't really many other options left. Minute 16 now left on the board. Daria's at 22 HP. Anything will remove her from the round, and that's TSM's first.
That's all right here. I mean, that's a good round for TSM to win. 3 rifles being saved on to the next round as well. Only 2 players gonna have to rebuy. Just Yuli. Ooh. I mean, good peeking for Kiki. 2 kills, doing really well. But Yuli being really the impact player. Was that an ace?
Was it?
It was a 4K. I think it was a 4K. My bad.
Goodness
4K.
sakes.
Close enough. Close enough. I apologize.
That's true. You literally can't get closer.
All right. Getting a little bit more serious.
I suppose. All right, let's see. Boredom now on the op. We had seen them rocket for the majority of this series outside of their rifle rounds. We were questioning in the beginning, putting Boredom on it would be an interesting choice way back on Ancient. This actually turned out to be very beneficial. Sakura's been popping off unbelievably since map 2. So it makes a lot of sense to have these 2 kind of switch off at times and really just find maximum impact. But through that, though, TSM have found themselves at a wall, at least on B. They're trying to close their way in, but the bomb's back over on A main. That's going to be so tough to open things up. And yes, bomb has been discovered. That's still going to be an intrusion point back over from Dai, who unfortunately does not find much of that impact either. Mads, on land, is the last one left, surrounded by players, it looks like, looking on. I mean, there's that extra added pressure, right? Yeah, sure, you don't make it to the main event, but you still have a crowd around you trying to hype you up. Winning this clutch, it's possible. Kiki's the only one on site. All they have to do is peek. And there it is. That's one. That's the opener. 20 seconds left on the clock. All the way on the other side of the map is Fluffy Mafia.
I mean, already bomb plant money. Could be able to take this. Has a nade to her name. If Fluffy Mafia I mean, they could come in together. She could easily nade the bomb, but let's see.
Yup.
Oh my god, the timing. That was beautiful from Mads, and that's an op picked up. Unfortunate for TSM, or not unfortunate for TSM. Fortunate for TSM, unfortunate for Fluffy Mafia, just walking into that bomb site, giving a lot of respect to Mads, just trying to really take it slow. And unfortunately, these early frags from Bazdaria, Piggy, and Soccer, and everyone not going to be going to anything. Mads with a really amazing clutch play.
I want to mention that the onlookers in the back of Mads' camp walked away right before the clutch happened. They had some bad timing, but Mads' timing was on point. Let's see now. Through mid. Fluffy Mafia. Choosing to activate a death ball when possible. All flashed at once. TSM are waiting for Fluffy Mafia to make their next move, but little do they know it's a complete stack up.
It's an Astralis stack in mid. I love this. It's exactly what TSM did in Con. Matt's looking to make a lot of money, but actually going to get double dinked by Peaky. That is an 8K down, but the information is moved on over to TSM. But, I mean, them doing it there in mid makes it not really safe for anywhere on the site to really plant, quickly making their way onto B. The Sakura is already here on site. Bomb goes down. Are they going to expect her to be right there? Ooh, a little bit of damage. Not the kill, but Scrap's going to trade it out as she does have a picked up AK. She's going to have to get the most active here, but Yuli LX is going to grab some for themselves. Now a 2v2. Guns picked up. Azdaria, last one alive, but it's Yuli and E-Box going to make it her own. A 3K on her end. And that is a player that we've been really watching. She's been going crazy.
Yuli has almost more than these worth of kills combined. And that is a difference of Yuli having 7 kills and the rest of her team having 8. She is finding that footing again that was not necessarily lost on Mirage, but even now with the rest of TSM. Economy finally at play now. Both these teams have had their maps and sides plagued with economic troubles. Now's the time to hopefully have that corrected. Smoke comes down, may allow Boredom to have an escape route. Sakura has an opener there, but can't quite find the connection on the LX. Waiting for that smoke to dissipate. Ari's in a similar boat.
Yeah, very interesting setup here. Oh, Yuli again from E-Box. A nice 2K finding these heads. Scrapped on site, not going to be able to get anything done. This is just a full-fledged move onto site from TSM. Boredom not going to let herself be closed out from that smoke. A nice 2K from her as well. Now, I mean, TSM, they do have the site, they do have the bomb plant, but do they have a retake possibly from Fluffy Mafia? And it looks like a save.
Yeah. Don't want to fall into the same cycle of force buying and then losing a round, eco after that, and then having to force buy and rely on that. I think the save is a really good option for Fluffy Mafia to keep themselves afloat. TSM, though, absolutely a necessary round. One of their bigger buy-ups. They'll have double the rounds over Fluffy Mafia.
Yeah, Yuli's been a menace right now. And I'm loving it. That's the player that I mean, we were looking towards Bungie to maybe being more of an impact fragger, but Yuli, I mean, we've talked about it before. Her FAMAS plays on CT side Anubis have been actually crazy. I feel bad that I didn't predict her to go a little bit crazy on this map as well, especially now that she's on an AK.
I mean, she just has to keep the streak going now, doesn't she? Great smoke set up here. A site looking to have that aggressive press. But nobody's going to be on A main. Fluffy Mafia are choosing to keep their defenses pretty low for A and mid. And there's a lot more of a press up when it comes to B site. I mean, this is where TSM have loved to go for these crunches before. a failed smoke or, I believe a smoke, but it's going to be Sakura to leave yet another one. Per the utility. Yuli's been normally good for the opening pick from this angle. Sakura backing away makes the angle almost entirely in their favor.
I understand. Still here, Yuli basically trapped. Can't do her E-box magic once again, but Flash is not going to stop her. Bungie's going to be the one to get that. Now Alex coming quick through B main as the crunch starts. Vesdaria is able to find one from the 5-7, going to make her way to the backside just to sit in a little bit more of a safe position as Scrap makes her way through E-box. A nice 2K with that 5-7. Again, almost making it a 3, but Alex with a nice double as well. What is going on? Now quickly a 1v1, but Die over in B main's going to make it TSM's now at 5 rounds.
Love the slow pacing that we see from TSM in the first 30 or so seconds of the round. Early smoke came down from Sakura, blocked off E-box. That would have been great to have someone push in, maybe even spray beyond the smoke, but pure patience from Yuli, waiting for it to dissipate and allow, again, a gigantic crunch in the B site has worked so favorably in TSM that Fluffy Mafia, outside of the opening pistol and secondary buy-up round, they have not had a response so far in this match.
Aggressive.
Oh, but this is a good
B main. Yeah, I really like this aggressive B main take. Alex is going to get a little bit overrun there. Mav's going to try and pick up the pieces, but it's not going to be at B main. It's taken. Now TSM have to snap onto A if they want to make quick work of this round.
Heavy side is the way to go. Boredom hidden away. Looking to see if any of the players in TSM overextend. Yuli is in a fantastic angle for the post plant. It's not too far behind either with an op in hand. Really just a matter of Bungie and Yuli having each other's backs. This over aggression though. Bungie's forced to back away, but Yuli doubles down. Oh, Bungie, get in the position. There's 3 trailing ahead, but your other teammate's gone.
Lost in the smoke. Really, really good retake from Fluffy Mafia. That double push from CT tunnels was exactly what they needed to kind of grab that 2K. I mean, they thought they had that full control, but they had that B main control, making them force their way into A, getting that really quick plant, not able to really think about where they were going to be at the post plant position. Now Fluffy Mafia is just making that round differential not as far away as TSM probably could want.
Yeah, Fluffy Mafia has been great about closing out the gap. So far this series, Mads with a fantastic opener. Boredom tried to play just as aggressive outside B main like last round, but this time mid. No, sir. Oh, hold on though. If you push too much in the mid, there is that response.
Yeah, it seems them not having any space on the map really, except for mid. Now Mads going to be able to hold down camera as 2 players are coming up, but E-box is still not going to be Fluffy Mafia as it's so easily taken from them. Sakura backside is able to grab some, trying to reposition around this pillar, grabs one almost a second, but Piggy Kiki is going to be there just to help her out on the end. Now it's got to be a little bit closer. TSM, their money is not looking good. They've been trying to force into these rounds. They've been trying to grant themselves map control, but these opening picks are not really going anywhere. I feel like they're not watching out for lurks. They're not watching out for, like, clearing the site there. I feel like that could have been a very easy site clear from LX if they decided to go and take highway control. But just trying to get that front of site, trying to very desperately get that bomb plant is their downfall.
Yeah, it was such a great opener, too, for TSM. They had removed Boredom. They have taken down really pivotal picks. Oh, and they do it again. That's 2 rounds in a row now. Boredom taken out from the same position. And to go along with what you said, Apples, this is where TSM start to fall in the round. It's this next part decision in the mid-round that determines how they want to approach a site.
I think I'm going to sneeze again.
Okay. I believe in you. Good luck, soldier.
It's gone. It's gone.
Oh,
Went away.
Perfect.
Went away.
Wait, that's not good.
I know.
Doesn't that mean your like brain's gonna explode?
It went away as quickly as TSM's lead on T side. Uh-oh. I'm not in trouble, right, guys? Yeah, I'll be fine. I think that's
That was funny. Oh, but what's not funny is Sakura decimating yet again.
Ooh, but Yuli on this hero rifle picked up. Already 2 kills from her. That's it. That's done. That is Daigon. Piggy trying to pre-fire her way into sight. This is something that they can grab, and they do very, very scrappily. But yeah, now tying it up 5-5.
I feel like every map we've been in the same position for TSM. They are losing their drastic lead. They go to an eco, and I ask, hey, do you think they should go for a timeout? And the answer is never, yes from them. Now that they're on the rifle round and things are essentially tied, no timeout.
Yeah. It's interesting. I feel like TSM gets themselves into these mental battles sometimes, but they're like, don't worry about it. Just keep going. Keep going. Just try and keep yourself going. I know. I just said keep going 3 times, but that's really how it feels. It feels like they don't have a pause button sometimes, which has been their downfall for a lot of their series. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was going to say keep going. It's like what I have to say in my head all the time, too.
Aww.
I completely agree.
Keep going, Cake.
It's like that poster of the kitty. You can do. Oh, hang in there, baby.
Exactly. Hang in there.
It's looking good, though.
Yeah, very simple A main split through mid, smoking off temple, but the rotates are going to be so quick from Fluffy Mafia, and so far their retakes have been absolutely monumental. Scrap with a kill through the smoke.
Oh,
Board him through heaven, almost getting a triple. Granting yourself at least just one. Flashing A main, a bit of a team flash, but honestly, it doesn't mean anything because Mads is not able to hit these headshots this game. Been a little bit rough. LX not going to be able to grab anything for herself either. Now, Fluffy Mafia are leading on CT side Anubis.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you're always saying that. Like, on this map, it's T-sided. Like, there should be so many more approaching options for TSM, and even with them usually getting the opening pick T-side, it feels like that apex of deciding A or B and having to approach onto that site is where TSM starts to lose all their battles, start to lose fights.
Yeah. It just feels like they're losing their positioning battles, and when they are put into these 1v1 situations, they're just like not able to really hit things. And it's just not how we've seen TSM go. It's been really not disappointing. I mean, at least they do still have 5 rounds right now. They definitely have the chance to bring it back. Nice. Oh, there we go. That's exactly what we need. We need Bungie to grab these kills, clear things out. No, 4v3. There is one player lurking in A main, but that's going to be a Mads problem here once Piggy Kiki gets activated.
Piggy seems to be aware of at least one good trade from the sides. 2v3. We've seen this position before. It was Yuli and Bungie Mads, though. Yuli had pushed ahead, Bungie had fallen behind, and not Mads, was on the op. And now it's a 2v1. Sakura's looking for an opportunity. Ooh. 6 and 6. What a way to have a final T-side for your season. And as we go to a break, we'll see whether or not who actually can bring it out to win out their final matchup of the season. It's the final half for Fluffy Mafia and TSM inside of ESL Impact North America for Season 6. 6-6. What a better way to have it go through. It was even up until the very end. But this is a chance for one team, really, to break away from it. Fluffy Mafia, they've always prided themselves apples on their pistol rounds, but how does this one go down?
A little bit of some warning shots. I mean, silenced a bit. Really like this double setup here in E-Box, but shots are going to be moving their way over towards A main. Oh, there's some worrying shots there. Oh, a little bit dangerous there. Mads with the dualies. It's double the guns, double the kills for her. Boredom is able to grab one. They somehow slip past them through Temple and grab the bomb plant. Boredom there died, left alone. 8 health. Nothing to her name except her gun. Even no armor. Not much you can do here.
Is it winnable?
I mean, if she hits 3 of the sickest one-taps I've seen in my life, it is winnable. There's one. Almost second. There we go. I was ready to count.
I saw the vision. I was holding my breath. Fluffy Mafia. They've won their first... No, I'm just kidding. They've won yet another pistol round.
They've won 100% of their pistols on Anubis.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, get you another bow tie.
Newt is typing. We're going to get some more percentage points at the end. He's going to give us... Wait, hold on. Let me do it. It's 80%. Nope, nope, nope. 75.
I'll be honest with you.
4 out of 6. 4 out of 6 is 75.
Passed a math class since I was in 7th grade.
It's not 75. It's 66.7. So quite literally almost on the dot for what he predicted earlier.
Execute order 66.7. Let's see if this keeps on going, huh? Okay, Daria's in a good spot. Maybe look at the long range on the die, and she does. That's what you're looking for, but all of TSM are crawling up into the T space. They're scrapped down below and mid, somewhat alone. You can see on the minimap TSM, they're crawling around looking for their next opportunity to take a fight. Bungie already has the AK.
I mean, really good pickup for Bungie. I mean, what TSM could do now is, oh my gosh, I guess get blown out by a lot of utility to be kept away from this bomb site. But I mean, the worst they could do is maybe grab a kill or two here. Yuli has a lot to possibly get with this MAC 10 as well, with the money bonus that you grant yourself with that. She's not going down without a fight. And just like that, that AK is taken out. Bungie is going to be dropping that over towards A main. I don't know if that was the right option for TSM. This doesn't feel like they're really in it right now.
Oh. And it's such a shame, too, because I like this new iteration of TSM a lot. They look much more energized, much more aggressive than they did at the beginning of the season, but going back to what you were saying, right? It feels like in glimpses like this, we do start to see the reflection of that old team. And I mean, I don't want to say it's because it's the end of the season or anything like that, but Fluffy Mafia, they do take a timeout. I think this is a great opportunity for TSM to also have a breather, to hopefully find that energy again.
Please.
Come on, you have apples begging.
Please take a timeout. Please take a timeout. It's just like never really happening for them. And I feel like they never decide to take a timeout when it is completely needed. And I don't know if that's just like someone wants to and they say no. And it doesn't, you know, that just may be the team situation. Maybe, I don't know. There's a lot that you could speculate about timeouts and why they don't get taken. But finally, maybe Fluffy Mafia could grant them a little bit of a timeout for themselves.
I mean, at this point, Be a good question for after the round. What can TSM do to bring things back from here? Getting the opening pick is absolutely a great start. Yuli got a 2.5 right there. Definitely what was needed, and that's on the FAMAS. That's absolutely what Yuli has been known for. I mean, between
Yay, guys,
Yuli
got
and
one.
Alex, I mean, between Yuli and Alex, that was essentially an ace.
Yeah,
like Voltron combined
well,
them.
sis ace, sister ace is what it's called.
Oh,
when you it's ace. No, the sister ace.
No, okay.
Well, we call it an MM if you play matchmaking. If you get 2 kills and your friend gets 3, or if your friend gets 4 and you get 1, that's essentially an ace, but it's with your friend. So it's fun.
Double dash.
Exactly.
Look at this broken line from Fluffy Mafia. They do not care. They're just going straight into B. They need this pace to change up. And surprisingly, it might start working well. They have full B space. Yuli and LX, though, still exist within the server, so I spoke far too soon. They are just unstoppable.
Quite literally, and just like that, we are going to be tied up 8-8. TSM not going down without a fight. I was a little bit worried for them over in their pistol rounds. It felt like it was like, why are you not saving this AK? What's going on? But sometimes just decision making looks different when you're not the one playing. And we are obviously the all-seeing eyes. We can see everything that's going on, and we can tell when they should be making certain decisions, right? Right, Keg? And
that's true.
I sometimes they don't know all the information. They don't know every single piece that Fluffy Mafia has on their belt. Maybe they think that it's an easy take for them since they do have an AK.
I like this change of pace from Fluffy Mafia. Again, they're waiting for that initial piece of utility to go down. They don't care. They just run past it. As long as it's not a molly, necessarily burning their boots. Dai's in a good spot, though. There is a smoke in the way. My big fear, though, T-side Fluffy Mafia, is that they're going to ignore that smoke and try to rush in. Luckily, though, Dai won't have to worry about that. Instead, B's the side to worry about. Yuli is alone.
Happened again. I apologize.
Sneeze. It's okay. I have a massive dust allergy, and it's so bad. Like, I sneeze all the time. It's awful. But can't clean up B's side, though. I'm sure it's dusty, but Yuli is anything but. We'll have to wait and see. Down below. Just wait for the prime opportunity here. Oh no, failed shots, backing away. Don't have any additional help. That's a 4v1. Daria's gonna go in, but it's a trap. It's Bungie to find yet another, and somehow Yuli survives all of this. Oh, sure. Yeah, have the last two alive be Yuli and LX. That is a scary duo after what we've seen so far.
Yep.
It keeps going. Piggy's the last one left. 16 and 8. Yeah, sure, you take one down. It's Yuli there to wait it out. Unbelievable.
Wow. Yuli has been quite literally unstoppable this entire series. I feel like even on Mirage, there were rounds and everything that she was able to find some impact, and especially on Ancient, and now here on Anubis, she is frying right now. 21 kills to her name, and I don't think she's going to be going down very soon with how TSM's playing together right now, especially on their CT side. They're feeling good, and getting a lot of these rounds against Fluffy Mafia is not great. As I've said it once. I will say it again. This is a T-sided map.
It is, but both these teams are excelling on the CT side. What's happening?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, there's a lot that we can go into with that. It could be gone down to counter-stratting, winning gunfights, just counter-striking. Counter-strike. That's what we're watching right now, Keg.
Oh!
Yeah. Huge nade. Nice kill. Oh, almost swung out for the next one, but guess what? Bungie's there on site trying to trade her out, but quickly becomes a 3v3. Mads very quickly rotated here in heaven. And again, it's Yuli finding that first frag onto this retake. As Dari and Piggy, last ones alive. They're hiding here. Mads finds the first, and now Piggy forced to make a decision and finds one head, but it's not going to be enough. Double digits for TSM and only 3 rounds away from a series win.
Great retakes coming out from TSM too, and again, harkening back to the old roster, that's pretty much all they would have done on this map, it fell. But now that they're taking a lot more extra paces in the early beats of a round, I like these fights that we're seeing inside of mid. Even if they don't necessarily go their ways all the time, there are a lot of trades, and the clip with Die is a good example of that. Their confidence of taking these fights has been unparalleled.
It's like what they're doing so well with their retakes is that they're not waiting for Fluffy Mafia to get comfortable in their retake positions. Like they'll plant the bomb and then they'll go and sit in their corners and wait for them to get there, right? But what we've seen previously, especially on Mirage, Shimmer was like kind of waiting. And also that was a little bit of a timeout from Shimmer. Okay, shout out. Just a little bit of a side pat. But they're quickly going in. Yuli is being so confident in the gunfights that she's taking that she's quickly turning the retakes in TSM's favor by just opening up that first kill, especially in like either camera or an E-box. And that's a huge piece of a site to be able to get taken away from the T's. And it's great. It's amazing.
I think you're amazing, Apples.
Aw, thank you.
I got you.
Try.
Of course. But the smoke is the barrier to open up this round. Fluffy Mafia don't know what's on the other side. Boredom? We'll soon find out it isn't much. In fact, TSM have given up mid. They're playing aggressive on the extremities of both A and B, and yet they also haven't found Fluffy Mafia. Utility is very apparent for Fluffy's side. They still have quite a bit for the execute. Die has that up. That's why they've given up a lot of mid. They're waiting for the opportunity. There's a jump peek. Die through the wall. Shot. Takes half of their HP gone. It's back to B we go. Is Yuli around? No. Yuli's hiding in the back parts, but Alex is there. Yuli will be coming around from the sides to be that dynamic duo once again to help out their teammate to get that sister ace.
This is kind of interesting. A 5v5 retake. And I don't see TSM saving this.
Oh, not 5v5 anymore.
Bungie down to 1 health.
I think he's been performing so well so far on this map too, on par with Yuli, but Fluffy Mafia, what is this? It is just 1 by 1 match. Hello. Oh, goodbye.
Hello and goodbye. Yeah. Okay. That was interesting. I feel like TSM Shimmer kind of given up a little bit too much of the map space there, giving a little bit too much freedom for Fluffy Mafia to be able to obviously get that bomb plant when 5 of them are alive. All 10 players still on the server, and it's a B-side bomb plant. I mean, good for them. Able to get that money, able to now have their AKs into this, but Fluffy Mafia and TSM Shimmer are in a bad spot if they don't win. If either of them don't win this next round, it's going to be hard to bring it to next one.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, what?
The boiler tank's about to burst.
Yeah.
All that smoke, it's actually steam. It's dissipating the flash directly to the face. Not what you want. Molly's down. This is a bunch of soldiers, demons from hell on fire rushing in. And yet, through all of that, Mads is down below. 1 for 2, nearly 3. Yuli's still up above. An open hand. And again, everyone's favorite duo. They come to rescue and save the day. TSM only needs 1 more pick to bring it to 11th. Much closer to series point.
Wow. Great shot from LX. And I was worried about them being able to find the bomb with that smoke on the site, but they had just enough time to get this defuse and a kit. Now 11 rounds, and I think we've seen like this 11-9 scoreline from these two teams like almost every single map.
Yeah, it was Ancient that we had seen this in the opposite direction, I believe, and then we didn't quite get to see it on Mirage, but
No.
again, it felt like the gunfights were closer on Mirage, but this is truly a Goldilocks map for these two.
Yeah, everything's just right for both of them to show exactly what they can do. And I feel like, unfortunately, Sakura hasn't been really popping off as much as I'd like her to see recently. Only 12 kills to her name. I mean, you must be tired after carrying that team on your back last game. Like, 28 kills is actually crazy in an official.
I've been eyeing Yuli to see whether or not she can tie that, and she only needs 6 more kills.
I mean, there's enough rounds in the game. It's 4 more rounds. It's at least 1 kill round if we bring it all the way to 24. Or she aces.
Hey, Piggy's close too. And we were talking about how Piggy had a quiet series, Craft. Good for the opener once again. Really good consistency on this map for the entries, by the way. Huge die, and what a great start. Almost.
Oh, gonna lag Piggy in the end, or Sakura in the end. But Bungie's gonna make her way up through E-Box, grabbing 1 for herself. TSM have to decide pretty soon. They don't have Yulia around to be that first opening pick. It's not going to be it for Mads. Bungie left alone is going to pick up that AK, though. Going to make her way over into safety, but I don't know how safe she is. Yep, that's going to be Sakura. She wants to... She heard what I said. She said, I need to get my kills up.
And you mentioned, too, that this was an important round for the economy for both teams. Fluffy Mafia, they won it out. They should have that safety barrier. TSM electing to go for all pistols into this next one. We could go. I don't want to speak too soon, but you know, between you and me, very good chance battles.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know what that word is. So stop talking.
I haven't even said the word yet.
Stop talking.
Oh, you want me to stop talking? Oh, Vertage.
No. That's every player's worst nightmare is overtime because you can't do much damage to any team's economy, honestly.
Overtime, series point, map 3, your final match of the season.
Some nice eco kills here. Maz's gonna pick up at least 1 along with Yuli. Oh, a second for her. And now this almost looks winnable. Holy! Bit of body damage, but it's not going to be the finish. Now it's tied up 11-11. Make a wish.
Oh, Vertime.
I mean, Dai's going to be able to get that up. This is going to be a very, very strong buy from Shimmer. More than I thought was going to be strong. The economy, the utility's looking a little rough. If they lose this, I don't know if they're going to be able to make it to overtime, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I see. I mean, I just don't want Dai to play again because I like the idea. It kept Fluffy at bay for a while, but once they made that entry, she got overwhelmed instantaneously. But Coach Apples... Your economy is not even in the gutter, it's in the sewer system. Like, how are you going to convert this round guaranteed for TSM?
Don't let Yuli die. I'm kidding. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I feel like Dai gets very stagnant whenever she's on the op so far. It's been a very expensive weapon and they don't want to lose it. So just her going and peeking B main and holding this angle doesn't feel like a very good use of her time. Is able to find 1. Piggy is going to trade it out.
Oh, but was 1 enough? 25. Yuli only needs 3 more to tie up from last game. Oh, but out of ammo. That's not what you want. Oh, Mads and Bungie are the last 2 left. From behind, Mads has a chance. A good opportunity to distract, allow the rotate. Bungie!
Oh,
The timing's off.
they hear her. They hear her. They have the shots already running towards her. Lisa nade to her name. Gonna have to push this smoke. Flash going out. Finds the force. Switching to the AK. Hiding in twist. Oh, a little bit of damage. Picks up the kit. There we go. Bungie with a crazy clutch. Bringing TSM Shimmer to map and series point. Fluffy Mafia, they have to bring everything into this next round to be able to make it to overtime. Oh my gosh. We need a break. This is when you call a timeout, because after you play a round like that, you are feeling every single emotion in your body. Your adrenaline is going crazy. And she needs to take a breather. Yes, okay. Fluffy Mafia is going to time out at least, so everyone can take a little breath.
One more round.
You take a breath? Did you take a breath?
Yeah, we got caster time out. Had to let it breathe for a sec. I mean, Fluffy Mafia, their bodies aren't great. They're going to be limping into the final round of regulation. They need to bring it to overtime. Yuli and Piggy are now neck and neck in kills. There's a strong possibility Yuli could surpass the amount of kills that Sakura had back on Mirage, and that itself was a 3.0 KD.
Yeah. That's actually crazy.
Newt's going to come in and be like, well, actually, it was 28 to 10, so it's not quite 3.
Well,
I don't know what the number is.
The number is this.
I think it'll be 2.8, but I'm not too sure. Anyways, what I am sure of, though, is what's on my screen. It's Yuli again, getting 127. And Piggy Kiki's the last one left. It's all over but there. What a huge display from TSM.
Huge display. And that's it. That is going to be the series winner, the last winner for North American ESL Impact. TSM Shimmer winning tonight here on the main stream. And Keg, oh, my heart